baby. And we are back, y'all. Don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me. I'm later than late, baby. First of all, I didn't realize what time it was. I was so busy in my living room doing work. Second of all, I saw the tab and I was like, oh my God. And I looked and I said, no, this can't be the right time. And I ran in my kitchen to see if the clock on the stove and stuff was right. And it was. I said, oh Lord, you should have seen me. I said, where did time go? Let me be the one to tell y'all. Time is flying. Let me be the one to tell y'all. Okay, hold on. Hold on, just shoot. I'm trying to get this little doohickey clean. Let me get this little doohickey clean in here. All right. Yeah, there we go. Ha! There we go. So because it was a smudge, like a thumb smudge or something. So today is Monday, December the 1st, the first day of the month. Whoa, this is outstanding. Outstanding. I can't believe that we are here already at the beginning of the month. Oh my God. Let me see. I'm trying to. I got my stuff on here. Let me see something. Oh, that's 25. So I got to give me 1 second. Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna see if it let me do it. It ain't gonna let me do it, so I ain't gonna worry about it. So forget it. Save changes. Okay, so I have my wrong episode on here. For some reason, I don't know why my episodes are not coming up accounted for. So I had set this show, and somehow the show never set. So that was one of the things that had me late this morning. So I was like, well, why isn't it on setting? Well, I found out why it wasn't said. It wasn't connected to the internet. Baby, listen, technology nowadays, if you ain't gonna be confounded, you will be co-founded. Okay? Meaning joining all the rest of the others that are confounded. So dumbfounded basically is the thing. It's like you try to get this stuff done, and you try your hardest to get it done. Yeah, that's my little juicer right there. That's not even little juicer. That's their Cuvings. But you try your darndest to get everything situated, and for some reason you look around at stuff. Let me see. You look around at stuff, you be like, well, why is that like that? Well, why is that like that? Let me see some panel. Let me see if I had this panel. Oh, okay. So knowing that it's a lot of new stuff going on with this StreamYard also that I have not had the chance to really dig deep down into and learn yet. I am getting ready to buckle down this week and learn the StreamYard, because this StreamYard has a lot of stuff that I could use to promote and build the show up a lot better. This is, by the way, episode 25, the 25th episode of the new start of the show as I started from when I started live. And so when I restarted the show a few times, because of I had co-host, I had Bree, I had Joan, I had Turk, I even had Yvette one time. And so having Yvette, Yvette ended up having her own show. Joan is now acting, but hold on. Joan had an attitude. I'm just going to keep it real with you. Joan had an attitude. And when I asked about doing it and to continue to do it, she had an attitude. She did. She didn't want to be on live. But hold on, wait. We gonna keep it real. We gonna keep it real. And she know it. I'm gonna send her this video. But now her ass is all in front of a screen. She all on the screen in front of a camera. Look at God. Look at God. Look, and I say that for a reason. She didn't want to be on camera, right? But now she on camera because she's acting. And she doing a good job too. She doing a good job. And guess what? She got her first screen start right here. You better ask somebody. You better ask somebody. But will I get all the accolades? Hell no. Y'all know ain't nobody finna give you no accolades when they move on from a different plateau. Sometimes people do, sometimes people don't. She posts things, but then in the way that she posts them, you wouldn't think that that was how she got her start. She never says anything about it. She just said, and this is what Neela threw me into. What that mean? What the hell that mean? This is what I threw you into. What that's supposed to mean? Child, listen. But Monday is making it happen, baby. Monday is making it happen. Let me be the one to tell you about how making it happen, make it happen. Today, when I tried to set this show was not going to set. And I kept saying, what the hell's going on? I forgot. I disconnected my computer from the internet. I disconnected my computer from the internet. So I was wondering why the show didn't set. So that took a minute. So then I had to go back and reset the show to the internet. Hold on, why is this thing not charging? I had to reset the show to the internet so that it could hold the stream, the link, so the show could go on, right? So I'm sitting here stressed out, looking at the time. I'm still looking at the time. Oh my God, I'm late. And I've set the show. I didn't get on here until 8:07. 8:08, 8:07 or 8:08. It was one, yeah. And so it was really, I was like, well, should I do the show today or what? Because it was so long and from the time that when it started. So now I'm gonna say this. If you have not subscribed to the show, what you waiting on? Also, work with me. I work with you. I work with everybody. Hit that link, that thumbs up. Nobody's hitting the thumbs up. You know, hit the damn thumbs up. It ain't gonna take no money out your pocket. I promise you it ain't. And hit the thumbs up. You're supporting somebody. You know, and the problem with our people, I'm gonna say our people. I ain't gonna complain not a damn soul. Our people. We need to do more supporting. We really do. I know now if it's something that's truly ignorant and you know, like, you know, you don't want to be attached to, that's fine. But my show ain't. I might say something that might blow your mind. Okay, but my show ain't. It don't have ignorance on it. So what are you waiting on? Why are you not hitting that thumbs up? Why are you not tapping that like button? Why are you not tapping that follow button? Why are you not tapping that subscribe button? It ain't gonna cost you a dime. Not a dime. But you will be supporting another person. You'll be supporting this sister. Okay? Just like all the rest of the people you support on the internet. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Let's stop playing. You follow people. Okay? You ain't just clicking on trying to find people. You follow people. That's the only way you get all the feed, by following people. So, you know, come on now. I've been doing this for a minute. I ain't new to it, but I mean, it's a lot of stuff that I'm new to, but I ain't new to it. And so the only way you're gonna get feed is by tapping that feed from all these shows and stuff that's going on, or anything feed on your social media, is by tapping the like or the follow or the subscribe, you know, the comment, you know, the share, you know, all of that. I've had some shows over the 5.5 years I've had my shows. I've had some shows that are so informative. Go back and watch some of the shows. Yeah, some of them are long, but go back and watch them, because I had some shows on here that are so informative you would not believe it. But yeah, and some people could really use that information even today. So if you go back and watch some of them shows about some certain things that I talked about, health, healing, and all of that kind of stuff, you might be in a world of a world of surprise of how it could be helpful to you or someone you know. You see, I don't have this show to break people down. That was not my intentions when I created the show, was to break people down. This show was to build people up. You know what I'm saying? This show was to monitor what was going on through the COVID shutdown, shelter in place, all that craziness that was going on back in 2020. I started this show then in August of 2020. Why? Because when I went to the grocery store, when they did the shelter in place, I went to the grocery store, and it was a few months later after the fact that happened that I started the show. But still, it inspired me to start this show. I went to the grocery store and I saw a lady. And this was when they told everybody they had to shelter in place. So that was in March of 2020. I saw a lady that had every roll of toilet paper on the shelf in her cart. It was behooving. It was totally behooving to me. I was like, what? Why would she take all the darn toilet paper off the shelf? Because media, network news, told them on shelter in place, on the media, grab all the stuff you need. You're going to be in the house. You're not going to be able to come out. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't breathe. You can't look at each other. You can't go to see your family members. You can't do none of that. Let everybody die in there. You know, it was sad. It was sad. People died all alone. And right now, these family members are very pissed off. A lot of them are pissed off that they had to deal with letting their loved ones be carried off from this planet in death without them being by their side. Why? Because of that virus. They said, you can't go in here. You can't go to the seniors' home. You can't do this. You can't do that. You looking at your people. And you know, it was sad. People were looking at each other through a damn window. A window. That's what people were doing. Through a window to their loved ones. Because they couldn't come in and see them. Then they started this thing where take an iPad so that they could see you on an iPad and talk to you. There were so many people who died. Locked up in a hospital, a treatment facility, a senior facility, and they died all by themselves. Their family members couldn't be there. That was the saddest. That broke me down. And then to go to the grocery store and to see a lady with 2 carts, not one. I'm sorry, she had 3 carts. She pulled 2 and somebody else was with her with another cart. She sent them over to the aisle to get all of the napkins. She had already swiped all the toilet paper into her cart. The 4-roll, the 8-roll, you name it. All the toilet paper was in her cart. The single roll. All I wanted was 1 roll of toilet paper. I only got 1 butt. And it ain't no super huge, large butt. It's just a little butt. And I just wanted to wipe my butt. So I just wanted 1 roll of toilet paper. Just 1 roll. So I'm in the store at the Walmart. They shut the damn Walmart down too, by the way. The only Walmart close to us, they shut it down. That's because they're still in everything. But anyway, back to that 1 roll of toilet paper. So I look at this lady and I'm looking at her cart and I walked up the aisle and I tried to see was any of the toilet paper rolls and fell by in the back side on the floor. If they did, her ass and picked them all up. Now, I kept walking and I'm looking to try to find that 1 roll of toilet paper. I just wanted to come home and use the bathroom. That's all I wanted to do. So I'm in that Walmart, and the next store is a little ways away. I couldn't make it. I had to use the bathroom. I didn't want to go in Walmart bathroom and use the bathroom and then still be without toilet paper at my own house. So I got the muster and I say, ma'am, hey, how you doing? I said, I don't want to get close. I don't know what the hell's going on, but they showed and spread a lot of fear to people. And this is crazy. But ma'am, you got every roll of toilet paper off the shelf. Can I have one roll? I just want one single Scott roll, at least 1,000 sheets, so I can use the bathroom. I just want to go back home and use the bathroom in my own bathroom. I don't want to use their bathroom, none of this toxic stuff. And the lady looked at me, and she did just like that. She said, you know, one of them. And she looked in her cart, and she looked at the other cart, you know, and she looked at me, and she grabbed the one damn roll, one single roll of toilet paper, and gave it to me. Just one. She didn't give me the double pack. She gave me the one roll. That's what I did ask for. I said, I just want one roll. And she said, I normally won't do this, but I'm going to let you have this roll. I said, wow. So you really would keep all the toilet paper from everybody, huh? That's what I told her. I said, wow, you really will keep all the toilet paper from everybody, huh? I said, that's okay. I said, hopefully they're going to come up with some more toilet paper before people run out and they're going to really need some and they ain't going to be able to do nothing but use their hand or maybe a couple of leaves. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I told her. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. I don't be, when I say something, I don't be bullshit. Y'all already know. I said, it's sad that they pushed people to this point where people are in the stores now fighting for the necessities like butter, milk, sugar, bread, eggs, necessities, things you really, really need to eat, at least that's what they think. Right, go get your bag of nuts, some fruit, you good. But these people, I'm telling you, I don't know what the hell was going on her mind for all the rolls of toilet paper to be. I don't know what the hell was going on her mind, but she had all the rolls of toilet paper in her car during COVID. I'm like, lady, you ain't the only one that got a booty that got to be white. I don't even see how they let her buy all of that, but they did. She took her butt in them carts, all three of them carts, to the front, and she had all the toilet paper, all the napkins, all the Lysol wipes, all of the Lysol wipes. She had 3 carts. Okay. This was a Walmart. Now, they didn't have a lot on the shelves because obviously other people had been in there getting it too. I keep belching this black seed oil. I take black seed oil every morning, y'all, and oregano oil. Yeah, I take it faithfully. And so now I'm belching it. Sometimes it's right here. Sometimes it go down, sometimes it don't. I don't think I hit it real hard with the hot tea that I drink. This is my lemon water. Cayenne pepper. I put a dash of cinnamon, Ceylon cinnamon in it. But this is my lemon water. Ooh, that cayenne pepper ain't no joke. But back to the reason of the show. So if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting on? All you got to do is go to YouTube, tap that subscribe, that little thing that says subscribe, tap it, and then it's going to say subscribed with a D on the end, okay? And then you're going to see that little bell, look like the little bell, the Liberty Bell, look like the Liberty Bell from way back in Abraham Lincoln days. And George Washington, you know, the little Liberty Bell with the little, yeah, you're going to see that little bell, and then you're going to tap that, and it's going to give you the little hanger, you know, the little hanger, that little hanger upside, then it's a little upside down. I mean, it's a little V like, but it's a hanger. They call it a hanger. Tap that because it's a drop down, and then hit all. Every time I go live, you'll know I'm going live. I'll go live twice a week on the show. Monday morning, like now, and Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Watch it this Wednesday. We're going to have a guest on again. So mostly Wednesday nights are my guest nights, basically. And my Mondays are my mornings for me. And just to introduce myself, the show, get some things put out there in the open for people to know about. Informative shows more so, as I may say. What I have to tell you guys, I feel that I did not get you guys that information about all of those food pantries that were giving away food, but I'm sure you heard about it because they were really, people knew all about this stuff. So I'm glad of that. And in my neck of the woods, Illinois, Chicago, but in your neck of the woods, wherever you live, it pays to get with your Chamber of Commerce and things of that nature, and just going with your businesses, Department of Aid, all your state and city local departments, get with them and find out where all of the food pantries and stuff like that is, because a lot of people still are in need of food. There's people that are in need of warm items. Contact your churches. Get in touch with your churches. See, you need to put these churches to work. If they say they're in the community to help the community, to build up the community and all that, then you need to go to them and knock on their door. Hey, how you doing? My name is so-and-so. I live in such and such. If you live in the community, and if you're homeless in the community and you just need some help, go and ask your churches. Let me tell y'all something. A closed mouth never get fed. So if your belly is aching and hungry and talking to your back, you know how your belly can talk to your back. Okay, I just thought I'd let you know that. If your belly is talking to your back, then you hungry. And if you homeless, go out here and ask these churches for some food. Go ahead and ask some of these churches, hey, do you guys have some extra food? Something that I don't need to have a stove for because I'm homeless. I just need some food. Ask them. Sometimes they have some stuff that's already prepared that you can eat. Sometimes they might have some bread or some lunch meat they can give you. Yeah. Make yourself some sandwiches. I know it ain't the most healthiest thing on the planet, but you're hungry and you need food. And sometimes you just got to eat. And I'm going to tell you something. Pray. Pray. Pray over your food. Pray over everything, and especially your food, because you're entering that into your body. So pray over it. You know, and there's a homeless guy here in Chicago. So I had some food, right? I had a half of two slices of a pizza. And I really am not that crazy about this pizza no more in on the planet. It just really is not, it don't taste like the pizza from yesteryear. I'm sorry. And so I gave the guy, I went to go give him the other two because the guy, they took it from the restaurant, packaged it up real nicely. And they had that. And it was a little bit of some salad left. So I stopped and I said, hey, are you hungry? He said, yeah. I said, well, I got some pizza here. He said, it got sausage on it. I said, yeah, it does have sausage on it. He said, I don't eat sausage. Wait, my friend with me say, he homeless, ain't he? I said, uh-huh. She said, and he told you he don't eat sausage. I said, he don't eat Tuesday. I said, uh-huh. Well, she didn't understand it. I did. I said, the man is homeless, but that don't mean he has to change how he eats. Hell, he probably need to eat like he eating, keep his diet in order because he's homeless. And you know what I'm saying? The man know what's going to maintain his body. Let him do what he do. The man didn't eat meat. He did not eat red meat. Homeless or not, he did not eat red meat. He said it was chicken on it, then I would have liked it, but I don't do that red meat. I was like, okay, no problem. You know somebody around here that might be hungry? He said, there's a couple people down there You know, they out, they on, he said they on the outs too. That so they might really want that. I said, okay. I said, well, I do have a salad. Would you like to have a salad that's got mushrooms on it? He said, oh yeah, I like to have that. So I gave him that little bowl of thing that the man had put the rest of the salad in. I gave him that. He was happy. He opened it and started eating while we was talking. Right when I was gonna drive away, he was eating. So I know he wasn't gonna waste it, but he was honest. He didn't want the red meat. He didn't want that pizza with that red meat on it. That was that, and he said he didn't need it, and I had to respect that, homeless or not. Eh, he can be choosy. Hell, it's his health. At the end of the day, he's homeless, but he also has a health he has to maintain as a homeless person. Some homeless people, just because they homeless don't mean they out there bad. You know, when they homeless don't mean that they got to accept anything. Some people ain't homeless because they're on drugs and stuff like that, or mental illness. Some people are homeless because they literally fell on hard times, and they got caught up. They got caught up in the raft, you know, and the raft took their butt on up out of here, you know, to another stratosphere, and it brought them to the point of where they have nothing. They have no place, no roof over their head, no bed, no nothing, and they're struggling, and it's a struggle, and there's nothing worse than a person who's homeless, who can't shower, clean their body or their clothes, and who can't lay their head down in peace and safety. Because being homeless in this world, in America, is hard, because you don't know what psychopath is out there. People are out there hurting homeless people. Just like the guy stabbed the homeless man to take his mask. The man was homeless, sleeping on the ground. He had they put their little stuff right there by him. He had a Halloween mask that the guy wanted. And he told him, no, you can't have my mask. And the guy punched him, hit him, and stabbed him. And the man is dead. Oh, they caught them bastards. Oh, they caught them. I'm glad they did. I just hope they give them the time that they deserve. For man, homeless or not, I hope they get them lawyers the time that they deserve for stabbing that man. I hope they give him life without no parole. Ever thought about? Don't even think about parole. And I'm gonna be totally honest with you. They were, how can I say it? Illegal. And it was illegal. Illegally here. They had not had their green papers and none of that. So the people that killed this man were foreigners. They were not Native Americans. And yeah, I think they deserve life in prison without a chance of parole, because I thought that was the most asinine, ignorant thing in the world to do, was to fight a man over something that he owns. And then on the fact that they just say, oh, he ain't shit, he homeless. You know, that was the most cruelest act of violence I've ever seen. Very cruel. Yep. The man is dead. We don't know if he has family members that cared about him or nothing. We don't know that. I didn't hear anything else about him. You know, they don't feature that on the news when they, they don't feature us on the news like they feature other people on the news about crimes and stuff like that. They'll tell you, oh, let me show you some more niggas over there. Hey, what are we getting there? You know, oh, they'll hurry up and feature that. Oh, look this more. Okay. Mm-hmm. They'll hurry up and feature that. More black stuff. You know, they don't call it black stuff, they call it. I'm just saying. And, so they'll feature that. But they ain't gonna feature they ain't gonna feature, you ain't gonna see a blast, a push on their platform of something great that somebody black did. Never. We push it, but they not. See, Facebook and all of them push things, their agenda things, and people who on their agenda. So, you know what I'm saying? A lot of this algorithm crap, is blocking a lot of great stuff that we need to be aware of. We need to build our own platform. I'm just sorry. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm just gonna keep it real. We need our own damn platform. I I I I can do what I can do. And I don't know that much about it. I would have to go to school to learn that, or either sitting home and learn it, and I don't know where to start. But I can go on the internet and go to Chat GPT and find out. Chat GPT will tell me where I need to start. I can tell Chat GPT what I know, and Chat GPT can tell me what I know and what I need to do, incorporate to get to know more. And so you got to use some of this stuff, but use it to your advantage in a good way, not to a negative way. Another thing. Now, cameras are significant in capturing a lot of stuff, right? Woo! And lemon just got me steady. Woo! Cameras are significant in capturing a lot of stuff, right? But the thing is, it captures it, but still a lot of people getting away with stuff. There has been so much crime going on in Chicago. It is unreal. And for the love of money, they say we don't need such and such and such, but I beg to differ. It's a lot of damn crime going on here. So that makes me wonder why you don't want the help, the extra help, if they're going to give it to you for free. Why? Well, I guess I can't answer that. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try. I wonder why they don't want to have the extra help to cut down on this crime. Because there's some ignorant, stupid stuff going on our trains. So we had a guy just push another person over the tracks. Off the platform onto the track. A person standing there on the train platform, waiting for their train. Some damn fool, out the blue, just came up and pushed the person over the thing. And a couple other people on the other end of the platform that seen this damn fool, they heard him and got the hell away from him. Because they didn't know what he was what it was up to. Was he going to push everybody on the platform on the track? Would you have to fight this damn fool on that little narrow piece of slab of cement to keep from going on that third rail? Because that third rail going to burn you up. Well, the person hit the third rail and they didn't survive. And you say that the city don't need help. I beg to differ. The police can only do so much, and some of them aren't trying to do much. I said the police can only do so much, and some of them aren't trying to do much. They want the paycheck, but they ain't finna race and after nobody. And you know the ones who are. They know who the ones that ain't finna do a damn thing. 17 years in, 18 years in, they ain't finna get out no car and chase nobody. Them years is over with. Because some of them got too big, overweight, unhealthy, and they got a belt and a bulletproof vest on and a waistline belt that's holding their guns and stuff, billy clubs and all that. But they ain't finna get out of the car and chase nobody. Now, when they drive the car to chase them, that's it. But they ain't finna get out the car and run after nobody because some of them can't even, damn, they just barely can walk. I'm just keeping it real. Some of our officers are very much out of shape. Those are the ones that just want to get the police pay, sit them at a desk. But they just want the police pay, that's it. And the benefits and all the props that go along with it. But they ain't finna do jack. And then some of them can't wait to hop out the car and go harm somebody. And then you got those who come into the communities, and then all they look for is to try to harm people of color. And they, that's across the board. I know people that might watch this say, "Oh, gee, I don't have that." No, I ain't. Prove me differently. Prove me differently. You can't. That's the problem. You can't. You got the people who apply for these jobs, but a lot of them, some of them, they want to be bullies with the job. Oh, I'll show you, that type of crap. Oh, now I'm so and so, that crap. Then you got some of them who came into the position because of the benefits and the bonuses and the pay. They really ain't, their heart ain't in being a police officer. And then you got some, no, really it ain't. And then you got some who disrespect everybody. They like, all people are suspects. That type of mentality. Like, grow the hell up, kid. I'm far from being a suspect. I'm in my house, minding my business, doing my thing. I pay taxes, I vote, I do all of that. You need to check yourself. Well, you got some of them officers out there like that. Then you got some that just want to come and just nitpick with people because they can. And then you got those who are out there truly trying to do their job. Truly trying to do their job. And then that gets stopped. But then you got these judges. Let's talk about these judges. We're going to get off these police officers for a minute. I burnt the shell out my arm on Thanksgiving Day. I was taking my cornbread muffins out of the oven. And I turned around to grab a mitt, my hot mitt, my oven mitt off the counter. And when I turned and this arm moved and it touched the top of that oven. Whoo, that sucker burned. It was bad. It was blistery. It was puffy. But I've been putting coconut oil on it, and coconut oil and damn near healed it. Coconut oil. I didn't put it on there the first day because it was hot. I didn't put coconut oil because that's like putting oil in a hot skillet. I put it on there the next day. I've been putting coconut oil on it every day. Twice and 2 times, 3, sometimes 3 times. Every time I think about it, I just go put coconut oil on. When it look dry, I put coconut oil on it. But anyway, let's go into these judges. We started talking about these homeless people and things of that nature, and COVID, and how this show came about, and how the lady didn't want to even give me a roll of toilet paper. But somehow she found it in her heart, I guess, to give me one roll of Scott toilet paper, the individually wrapped roll of Scott toilet paper. And I was able to go pay for that roll, and I exited Walmart and went home. And that roll lasted me for about a week because it's only me. It was only me. And so it lasted me about a week. And then I was able to go out and get me some more toilet paper from the grocery store or something. But it was just the way everybody had rushed into these stores to buy everything because they knew they would have to stay in the house. And it was just craziness. And then we started talking about how the homeless people are not getting their stuff. Follow me. And if you haven't followed me, go back and watch the show. Go back and watch it when it posts on YouTube or Facebook or LinkedIn, whichever one you want to go. Go to LinkedIn and watch it. So back to these homeless people and how some of them are not just homeless, some of them are homeless because of hardships. Like I told you, I tried to get a homeless guy that pizza and that salad, and he didn't want the pizza because it had beef on it. He didn't want no red meat. It had sausage on it. He didn't want no red meat at all. And I don't blame him. I said, hey, I don't eat red meat all the time. Sometimes I might have a little bit, but I'm trying to get up off all this crap. I can't wait to get my garden back. Oh, my garden. I missed my garden last year. I did. I ain't gonna lie. But anyway, the judges. So when the police, the ones who are really trying to do their job, capture these criminals or whatever, and they take them in, and then they appear in court, the judges let them go. The judges let them go. Some of the state's attorneys approve it. They have criminal records. Criminal records that long. So long I can't even do it. And the judge will know their history and will still let them go. Oh, because they weren't violent. That I understand. You got people stealing, trying to eat. You got people stealing, trying to make some money so they can have a place to shower or stay for the night. Sometimes they just trying to hustle to get some money to go get somebody they know who got a little apartment or something so they can stay for one night just to, and use the shower and just sleep in peace where they ain't got to be frightful. Because when you're homeless, you're frightfully outside sleeping. Let me be the one to tell you, all that old tough act, some of them are truly scared to be out there. It's hard because you don't know. You had a damn fool in Chicago went and just he went and shot homeless people. He was just shooting homeless people. I'm like, this mental illness is hell. This mental illness is off the chart in America. Mental illness is off the chart. But these judges are letting these criminals go. And they're immigrants. They're not even legally here and they're letting them go. And then they go and do another crime. Because they're like, oh, America. Oh, yeah, we go do everything in America. Hey, we get away with it. Go to judge. You know, yeah. And they went and committed another crime. And this time they committed a murder. Same immigrants committed a murder. And the judge let go twice. Not once, twice. And this third time, they ain't getting ready to come out. They killed a homeless man. Oh, now the judge is saying something about it. Oh, we definitely saying something about it because the man was black. Are you just going to let the guy go again because the man was black and he was homeless, or what? If it was a white guy, would you give him 40 years or what? Or 50 years in prison or a lifetime in prison? What? Or 2 life sentences? What is it? Of course, the justice system has not been in our favor ever. The system, some of the people might, you got to find them. I said the system has never been in our favor ever. I bite my tongue. And I'm sorry if some people feel like I stepped on your toes. I'm sorry, but the truth is the truth, and that's what I feel. And I have a right to feel what I feel. The justice system has never been on our side ever. So, these judges are letting these people out of just letting them go when they appear in court on a crime that they've committed. The judge is like, oh, let them go. Let them go. Our jails are overfull, and but if they were all black coming in front of you, you'd still send their ass to jail, right? Okay, and your judges, your jails are overfull, really? So what? Well, who? Well, nothing but black people. Find out what your jail houses in your state, in your town, in your county, in your city. Find out. Now, if you have a predominantly all-white town, then of course the jail shouldn't have no black people in it. Unless they went and picked up some black people and decided they just want to lock them up, or black people came there and committed crime and then they ended up getting locked up. But, you already know the statistics. Okay, so I ain't going to even go into the statistics that I did, my research, because that was some years ago. And those numbers have changed since. I mean, really changed. When I did the research back in 2017, actually, 2016 and 2017, it was like 71% of those 71 or 72% of those who were locked up were black. 70-something percent. That's over half the jail population of criminals, of jailies that are black. Like, wait. And some of them went in the store and stole $200-300 worth of stuff. It was food. One lady had a cart full of food and she was trying to feed her children and her grandbabies. And they locked her up. Somebody bonded her out though, but she was in jail for quite a while. And that's another thing that's going on with these jails. When they lock a black person up, they leave them in jail for quite a while on petty charges. The court dates are always a month, 2 months, or 3 months out. Always. Mm-hmm. Now they're starting to bring this stuff up now. But see, they're starting to bring it up now because a couple of blacks, which were ignored. A couple of whites started bitching about, I was in there for so and so and so and so, and you guys had me in. So then when they bitched, the black ones came back and bitched, and the Latinos came back and bitched about the time frame of how they had them locked up and how long it took them to get a court hearing and all that kind of crap, which just leaves them locked up longer, which they make money off of longer. And then the taxpayers have to pay more to house the jellies. Yeah, y'all know the deal. Y'all know the story. It's always follow the darn money. It's always follow the money. When you follow the money, you follow the politician, you follow all that crap. Follow the money. You'll see what's going on. And the same thing is with the presidential, the federal. Follow the money. You'll see FBI, CIA, all this. Follow the money. Because it's all about money at the end of the day. Some really had the intentions to go into the industry with the heart to do the work that industry or that agency or that organization or dealt with, and got wrapped up in the money-making business of it, wrapped up in the money-making scheme of it. And they said, my heart is gone from wanting to really do this job. Hey, this money is over here, and this money's over here. We can do this. Just like making America great again. Fruit. Like fruit. Fruit. You make America great again for? There were so many people. Yeah, let's make America great again. Instead of people trying to work with each other and trying to build stuff up, let's make America great again. It's just a line. Now, I didn't say a lie, a line. It just sounded like it might have been good, but it wasn't. And it has not been for quite a few people. But like I had told a lot of people with that, sit back, live your life, go to your work, do your work, or your business, do your business, keep doing you. Do you and your family, your close friends, whatever, keep doing you. Don't get wrapped up in this BS. It is not for you. Okay? No. And then they got mad because we wouldn't go out there and fight with the migrants. What are we going to fight with you for? I mean, honestly, what were we going to go out there and fight with them for? To get battled down again? Like we've always been from the time of civil rights and all the rest of that? Let the dogs out and all the rest of that, shot and all that, tear gas. For what? No one ever fought with us. Not one damn soul. What are we finna go out there on the front line for? I got a lot of Latino friends, but I'm not finna stand out there on that battle line with you. I'm sorry. You're legal, be legal. If you're illegal, no, you're not. You got to do the right thing. End of story. But I'm not finna put my life on the line out there. I'm not. It's not. It was not for me. I don't give a damn. Hate me. Hate me. I'm keeping it real though. All the people whose face you smile up in front of, some of them people ain't gonna never keep it real with you. They ain't gonna tell you jack. Keep smiling. Oh, these my buds. Mm-hmm. This bud right here gonna tell you straight out. I ain't finna sugarcoat jack. I ain't trying to hurt nobody's feeling, but I ain't finna sugarcoat nothing. It's too much going on. A lot of this crime, a lot of these packages being stolen off these people's porches. Those are Venezuelans. I'm just gonna keep it real. I told a lady, I said, ma'am, look at that guy. That's a Venezuelan. Get a good look at him now. She looked at it, she chimed back into the chat. You're right. He did. I said, mm-hmm. But they brown like us. So of course you're gonna think it's a black man. But it's not. It's a Venezuelan. I mean, they've been here 2-3 years now. Well, since 2022. They've been coming over here since 2020. They've been dropping them off by busloads since 2022. Yeah. You know, because remember, Lori Lightfoot was the mayor, and she had a battle with the one in Texas, the governor in Texas. You know, they had it out. He was so pissed, he sent 2 or 3 bus loads of migrants here. All the ones out of Texas. Now, mind you, Texas is on the border, the Gulf. Texas is one of the Gulf of Mexico states that line the Gulf of Mexico. So you know Latinos and stuff and Mexicans are in Texas, but the governor, he didn't want none of them there. He didn't want none of them. No, he didn't want none of them. Us either. And he hated Lori Lightfoot because she went to toe up with him. And so he said, "Okay, I'll show you, you little runt." That's just what he said. He sent the migrants to Chicago on a bus. He sent bus loads of them, not once, a few times, not twice, a few times. He kept sending bus loads of migrants to Chicago. So we probably have the largest migrant population in the United States of America right now because of all the bus loads that were coming here. They were dropping them off here, dropping them off at O'Hare Airport, dropping them off, but at the Greyhound bus station, all kind of crap. And there's bunches of them are families. You know, you got people with kids and everything. But back to the real justice system. It's not for us. It never has been. It's against us at all cost. Yep. And it's sad. Once again, why are we so hated? But then again, if you go back into history and you see how they did Jesus, they do us the same way. They hung us. They hung Jesus on a cross. But you might as well say they hung us too. I mean, they hung him in a poplar tree like they hung us. You know. So why are we so hated? Such a hated group of people. And we ain't did nothing to none of these people. None of these people. We ain't did nothing to no Mexicans. We ain't did nothing to no Latinos. We ain't did nothing to no white people. We ain't did nothing to no Jews. We ain't did nothing to no Irish. We ain't did nothing to no Italians. We ain't did nothing to nobody. And some Africans don't like us. We ain't did nothing to them. We ain't did nothing to all the rest of these other foreign countries, Ukrainians and all the rest. We ain't did nothing to none of these people. None of them. We ain't oppressed them in no kind of way, but their true oppressor is the one that they roll with. Oh no, we with y'all. Yeah, let's go stomp these people out. Their true oppressors is who they roll with. Y'all know, that's just like some of your so-called friends. And I said so-called, didn't I? Oops. That's just like some of your so-called friends. You know, the ones that you so-called to be your friend, but till you found out, and then your friend kept doing some crazy stuff. You like, well, why are you trying to hurt me? It's your so-called friend. Everybody hates a Black person in the world. Everyone, everywhere we go, we're hated. Why? Especially when we've never done anything to you. Why do you hate me? I mean, can you explain to me what it is that makes you hate Black people or hate me or hate that other Black person or anybody of color Black? What is it that did they beat you down? Did they stomp your family? Did they take your babies away from you as soon as they were born and give them to somebody else? Did Black people do any of that? Did they take you and drag you over to the field and tie one part of your body to one horse and one part of your body to another horse and slap the horses on their butts and make them run in the opposite direction in which your body being snatched, your arms and legs being snatched off your torso? Did we do any of that? Did we take your children and sell them on the black market? Did we do any of that? Did we hang your husband in a tree, or your brother or your uncle in a tree and cut his toes and his fingers off? Did we do any of that? Did we round you up and send you back to your country? Did we do any of that? Did we keep you from moving into other areas because you didn't look like the people that were originally in that area? Did we do that? So I'm trying to figure out, why are we so hated? To God be the glory, though, but guess what? Keep hating. You wasting so much energy. You wasting a whole lot of energy. I just want you to know that. To God be the glory, and I'm gonna leave you with this. Think before you choose. Really dig deep down into your soul of souls. And if you really believe in God, ask God to help you, to help change you. Because God is not a God to change us for you. God will change you for us. So ask God to help you. If you don't think nothing's wrong with you, then I understand it. But ask God to help you to deal with people of all walks of life. God, work on me. Give me a heart of acceptance. Give me a heart of receiving. Let me receive and accept these people that don't look like me, don't act like me, don't talk like me, don't walk like me, don't eat like me. Let help me. Ask God to help you, because at the end of the day, it's not the people, it's you. You don't know how to deal with people. I can deal with anybody. I can deal with Mexicans, Latinos. I can deal with anybody. Africans, Irish, Ukraine. I can deal with anybody. But can you, the anybody's, deal with me? See, I can deal with you. I can put up with you, whatever. But I ain't gonna put up with your mess. I ain't gonna put up with disrespect. I ain't gonna put up with none of that. But I can work with you if you're talking about trying to work together. I can work with you. Let's see how we're gonna do this. Let's come together and talk like real adults. It don't matter your nationality or your ethnicity or any of that. Let's come together and talk like real adults. Because when you give me respect, you're gonna get respect. Respect begets respect. But you come and disrespect me, or however you think I ain't finna waste my energy trying to disrespect you. I'm gonna let you go on about your busy way. Okay, go on about your busy way and go on about your day, because I'm finna fly you out of here. Poop, poop, poop. Fly you out of here. I ain't finna let you. I block you. I block you. I block you. In the name of God, the holiness, Yeshua, all the rest of that. I block you. I don't deal with stupidity. I ain't gonna deal with it. I ain't finna energy up or muster up no energy to waste on you. Nope. Because that energy I'm wasting on you, I could be using that to do something, build something better for myself and my family and my friend. And yeah, that's what I could be doing. I ain't finna waste my time with that. But I wanted to put it out there because a lot of people are so distraught. A lot of people are so aloof. A lot of people are so disconnected to reality about things that's going on out here. And you know what kills me is, like my white friends say, I can't see that, Neela. I just don't understand. I don't see that, Neela. I just don't. I can't see that being the case. That's because they're not Black. That's all. They just need to be Black, live Black, and they'll understand what I'm saying. I've lived through all these changes. I've lived through a lot of this stuff. I've been confronted with some of the racism through the justice system as well. Yeah, yeah. And I've been arrested. Yeah, yeah. And I've had a charge put on me that was a bullshit charge. Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. And it was the cops. They were dirty. Yeah. Yeah. And they've done it to a lot of Black people. Yeah. Yeah. And I know for a fact, because I know some of the Black people they've done it to. So when you sit up there and say, I can't see this happening, I just don't believe this is really happening, I just can't see this. Don't say that. Because you're clueless. You really are. You're clueless. And it's not to degrade you or that, you're clueless as to what's really going on. And that's understandable, because you're clueless because you're not living it. It doesn't affect you. So I don't expect you to understand what Black people deal with on a day-to-day basis, justice wise, just live work wise, and everything else. So I understand. But guess what? We're going to keep it moving. And with that, we're going to end on that. Blow out, everybody. Take a deep breath in and hold it. Exhale. To God be the glory. Lord, thank you for another brand new day. Hallelujah. Thank you for life above all. Thank you for life that got me here this moment. Thank you, Lord. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Lord, give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who have trespassed against us. And lead us, Lord, lead us not into temptation, but deliver us, God, from all that is evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever and ever and ever. To God be the glory. And we all come together under one Son, giving you honor, glory, and praise, and saying, hey, amen, amen, amen. Hallelujah. Praise God. Everybody go today, make somebody's day, make your day, make the bread, whatever you got to do, make your bed, make the bread, make the money, make the honey. I don't know, but go and do you. And then you can do others. Okay? And be kind to yourself so that you can be kind to others. And don't just be kind to you and think you ain't got to be kind to nobody else now. Don't disrespect. And don't think that you the only thing on this planet now, okay? You ain't the big-eyed little you and all the T's crossed and all the dots dotted, okay? Okay. Okay. You got some flaws and some alls with you too. And so, and I know I do too. So I'm just saying, we all in this boat together. We might as well pick up our rope and help move the boat along. Move the boat along. Move the boat along. Okay, that's it. That's all. I'll see y'all Wednesday night. Join me Wednesday night as I will have a guest on the show. Interesting. This person that will be on the show, an interesting guest, and what they do. You'll love it. So join me 7 p.m. Central Standard Time right here on In My Element with Neela Wednesday night. I'll see you guys then. Peace and blessings. Bam.